I think,
So, barkada po kayo?
oo.
Okay.
So lahat kami, we had our own musical backgrounds and nagkasalubong kami nung grade 5.
Po kaya pari nun? Hindi pa siya pari nun. The joke, sa grade 7.
Pero alam naman namin na magpapari na siya.
Talaga?
Grade 7 pa lang kami.
Talaga? Oo, which is aligned kasi naisip niya na yun eh. Nung kausap namin,
Yes.
parang naisip na niya ever since na magpapari.
Yes,
siya.
alam mo.
So, okay lang.
Pero yun, so sinulat yung first line, kunyari, hindi kita malilimutan. Ano pwedeng idugtong dyan? Oh? Silip tayo sa Biblia. Tapos hanap kami ng verse na yung tinitin namin yung exact line that follows it and then isip kami ng magra-rhyme. Every day kami nagli-lead ng singing, congregational singing sa Mass. At inaawit namin yung hindi kita malilimutan. Until kuhang-kuha na ng buong community.
Buong Ateneo.
It was not easy kasi there was a little resistance from the community and even
what
some
sense?
faculty. Kasi ganyan. Basta ang feeling namin kung anong bagay sa spirit ng youth. Yan ang ano namin eh.
Parang ilaban natin.
Oo, we had this, dapat naman we make music for our own generation. Ganun yung nakaka-inspired na naman pala na it doesn't have to be one genre. No, may pagkakataon na gumawa ng music nga that is more
Uplift.
and music that resonates more with what we like to hear as well.
Mitigate that tension.
Wala lang, parang dinedma lang muna namin kasi parang we were getting feedback na yun nga na uy, baka naman overstepping na yung style of
Sino
music.
pong teacher
Baka
to? Atin lang.
ay, wala na po sila.
Sa gitna ng maingay na mundo, hanap mo ba ang sandaling puno ng inspirasyon, pagninilay at syempre konting kasiyahan? Mga kwento ng puso na hindi lang nagbibigay aral, kundi nagbibigay din ng ngiti at pag-asa sa ating paglalakbay sa pananampalataya. Ako po, si Romar Chuka at ito ang Sensei, na kung saan ang bawat kwento ay patunay na buhay ang pananampalataya.
Hello mga kasensei! Today we're with someone whose music has shaped Filipino prayer for decades. He's one of the co-founders of Bukas Palad Music Ministry, the group, of course, behind Tanging Yaman, Sayo Lamang, Hindi Kita Malilimutan, at marami pang iba. Songs that walked with us through masses, retreats, quiet moments of reflection and of faith habang tinutungga natin ang Milo na hindi natin sponsor. So let's welcome Mr. Norman Agatep.
Hello, Romar.
Hello po. Magandang araw po. Siguro in terms of ano pong paborito niyong pagkain pag nagre-retreat? Ayan.
Parang ano yun from left field.
Oh, yes, I know.
Paborito ko,
Pag nagpapadasal,
I think,
oo.
kahit
Bakit
anong
po?
breakfast. Kasi, mahirap magdasal pag gutom, you know? So, usually, I fill up at the start of the day pa lang. Tapos minsan nagpa-fast na ako for the rest of the day.
Okay. Pero kailan po pa kayo last na nag-retreat?
Recollection this year.
recollection.
Oo, yung retreat, I think 2 years ago na.
Okay. Pero yung Bukas Palad po ba, yung nagre-retreat kayo parang recollection
At
every
least
year?
recollection every year.
Pero hindi niyo naman tinutungga yung mga kape, yung...
Ay, oo.
Kasi di ba unli po
Correct,
pag ganun,
oo.
usually. Pero anyway, ako kasi po, favorite ko yung Jesuit music. Lalo na pag kunwari nagre-retreat, di ba, habang kumakain ka po. Kaya ko rin naisip bigla eh. Ngayon ko lang naisip yung ganung question. Pero naisip ko, kasi pinapatugtog usually ang Jesuit music. And isa na dun, malamang ang Bukas Palad po. Ang tanong ko is, where did it all begin? Siguro gano'n. Siguro balik tayo sa iyo muna. Parang
Sige.
ano po yung ano ninyo? Ano po yung roots po ninyo?
So, nag-aral ako ng konting piano nung bata ako. Also, organ music. And then, nung kabataan, when I was about siguro 10 or 11, nakilala ko na si Father Maniling. We were both classmates sa Ateneo Grade School. Pati si Jandy Arboleda, the third co-founder of Bukas Palad. We were all classmates grade 5. So, pareho kami nagpa-piano ni Mano. Si Jandy nag-gitara. And we would sing together. So, doon nagsimula. I think...
So, barkada po kayo?
Oo.
Okay.
So lahat kami, we had our own musical backgrounds and nagkasalubong kami nung grade 5. And since then, lahat kami miyembro ng Ateneo Rondalia.
Meron po palang
Oo,
Ateneo.
meron ganun nun. So,
Ano po yung Rondalia? Yun yung ano, di ba?
may mga bandurya, may mga octavina, pero kami ni Father Mano, marimba kami. Kasi keyboard players kami eh.
Kasi di ba ang marimba po para siyang yung 2 black keys and 3 black. Tama po ba?
Yes. Yes. Tapos si Jandy, dahil ever since naman ay gitarista siya, gitara din ang tinutukoy niya sa Rondalia namin.
Pero nung grade 5, nagko-compose na po kayo. No?
Grade 7 ata ang first collab namin ni Father Manuling.
Oo.
At that time, meron kaming play contest.
Pero of course,
no,
hindi pa
grade
po
7.
kayo pari nun. Hindi pa siya pari nun. The joke, sa grade 7.
Pero alam naman namin na magpapari na siya.
Talaga?
Grade 7 pa lang kami.
Talaga? Oo, which is aligned. Kasi naisip niya na yun eh. Nung kausap namin,
Yes.
parang naisip na niya ever since na magpapari.
Yes,
siya.
alam mo na
So,
namin.
Father Manuling ang tawag niya sa kanya.
God.
Parang,
ang tawag.
nag-ano kayo? Kunwari, gino-joke niyo po ba siya na, uy, Father?
Oo naman. Kasi pati sa, if I'm not mistaken, yung grade school annual namin, yung merong mga under your photo, di ba, merong kunyari mga what do you
Future.
want to be, ganyan. Yung sa
Ganito.
kanya, priest na agad eh.
Talaga nakasulat, future
yeah,
priest na ano. Pero yung kayo po, ano po yung
At
sa
that time,
inyo?
lawyer pa ang iniisip ko eh.
Future lawyer.
Kasi may mga lawyers din ako na tiyuhin. Pero hindi rin ako doon napadpan.
Pero yun, so nagsimula kayo, may sample kayo ng hindi naman sample, pero anong kanta yun yung kinumpose niyo po nung grade 7 kayo?
Ballads eh. Mostly ballads. Mga yung usual mga theme ng bida sa play. Mga ganun. No?
Pero ano yung mga inspirations po that you were looking into while you were creating? Especially nung younger years po.
Very OPM na kami, pero at that time, OPM was George Canseco, Ryan Kiabyab, Nonong Pedero.
VST and Company.
Well, yes, grade school kami noon, no? Except that mas sa ballads kami pa at that time.
Yung mga love sa mga, yan ba yung mga sa bawat araw ang
Yes,
pag-ibig?
mismo.
Yun mismo.
One
Ngayon
of.
at kailanman. Basil Valdez, yung mga
Basil
ganun po
Valdez,
na-
George Canseco ang nagsulat.
Okay. And then classmate po kayo nung first year.
Yes. So kami ni
So
Father
matalino
Manuling.
po sila.
Ay.
Kasi A po yan, di ba? Tama
Kami
po
ni
ba?
Father Manuling, A, si Jandy, J, which was semi-honors English. So,
Yes.
although naging joke din namin kay Jandy, then na-itsupwera siya suddenly. But yeah, we were still all friends kasi lahat din kami ay member ng Ateneo Catechetical Instruction League nung high school kami.
Opo, oo. So, pero you were under Mr. Pagsi, si Mr. Onofre Pagsanghan sa
That's right.
A ng Ateneo High School.
Yes, bali moderator namin siya at saka guro namin siya both in English and Filipino.
Okay. So, alam na, kung nanonood po yung ibang mga manonood sa amin ng yung sa Mama's Boys, yung isang show, na-interview na rin namin si Father Manuling. Pero kasi, ako naman, curious naman ako, nung other side of the kwento naman, nung, kasi sa mga hindi alam, yung if you look into Bayan Umawit, ang nakasulat doon, class of 1A79. Tapos parang, ako, nung hindi ko pa alam yung kwento, bakit klase yung ano, at saka bakit yun yung author, etc. Tapos Manuling Francisco yung nakasulat. So, ano naman yung, gusto ko lang makita kung ano yung, how vivid was your memory po of that event po sa inyo sa A79.
That's right.
Opo.
1A79. So, naging project namin ito sa Filipino class dahil merong timpalak awit noon and we were preparing our entry to that songwriting contest nung first year kami. So, ang ginawang project is to draft the words to the music. So, wala munang music. Words lang. So,
Parang tula muna.
yes. So, si Mr. Pagsanghan, ang ginawa niya is to select already a passage.
Yes.
So, pinili niya ang Isaiah. And then, binasa namin yung verses. Tapos, inintindi namin yung buod ng set of verses na yon. And then, we decided to start already writing kada 4 lines basta 4 lines. And then, sinimula ni Mr. Pagsi, ito ang sample.
Anong psalm nga po ba? Anong salmo yun? 79 po? Or 51?
50 something, 53 ba?
Hindi ko na.
May amnesia na ako.
Okay lang.
Pero yun, so sinulat yung first line, kunyari, hindi kita malilimutan, ano pwedeng iduktong dyan? Oh? Silip tayo sa Biblia, tapos hanap kami ng verse na yung tinitingnan namin yung exact line that follows it, and then isip kami ng magra-rhyme with similar number of syllables.
So ito sa collaborative class effort.
Yes, so may mag-raise ng hand. Ikaw, anong suggestion mo? Okay, ito, isusulat niyo sa board. Sir, meron naman akong ibang suggestion, isusulat. Anong class? Anong mas gusto natin sa dalawa? Okay, so ayan, meron na tayong hindi kita malilimutan, hindi kita pababayaan. Anong next line natin? So hanggang mabuo yung buong kanta. So I think that took maybe 2 periods.
2 minutes.
Hindi naman, 2 periods. 2 periods siguro yun. Bago mabuo.
2 periods, mga 40 plus 40 minutes, so mga 80
there you
minutes.
go. Oo. And then, after nun is nag-recruit ng mga pwedeng maglapat ng musika sa lyrics na yun. Yun. And for that, 4 kaming pinili. So, Father Manoling, ako, John Lanusa, Rod Tanchanco.
Okay.
And so we were all asked to bring home the words.
The words.
Lagyan ng music. Tapos, either i-perform the next day in class or bring a keyboard and sing it in front of the class or have a cassette recording of it tapos patugtugin sa klase.
Okay.
Tapos mag-vote na yung mga classmates namin.
Okay.
And eventually, ang napili nga namin yung kay Father Miguel.
I don't wanna overtake ayoko i-shortcut yung story. Gusto ko marinig kung ano yung hindi kita malilimutan, Mr. Norman agad.
Siyempre, hindi ko na
maalala.
May basic...
Sige, try mo natin. Try mo natin.
Hindi kita malilimutan. Parang something like, pero hindi ko na maalala. But certainly, it was... lahat naman kami, almost all of us, we had a ballad. Si Rod lang yung medyo na iba na.
Nag-rap po ba? Hindi kita malilimutan.
Hindi naman, pero very folksy, very country.
Parang Freddie Aguilar style na.
Slide. Oo.
Pero yung inyo, parang... Kasi kung titingnan mo rin yung chord progression... Wow, lumalalim po tayo. Yung chord progression ng hindi kita malilimutan, di ba? May key of E po siya ever since.
I think key of F siya.
Key of F originally. Mas mataas na ano. And then what happened nung... kasi narinig ko na yung kwento ni Father Manoling, narinig ko rin yung kwento ni Sir Pagsy din. Kasi under po ako ni Mr. Pagsy. Si Mr. Pagsangan, yung class moderator nila Sir Norman. Na parang, lo and behold, there was this small guy na nakaganon yung buhok. Tama po ba? Ganon yung buhok, tapos biglang kakanta yung hindi kita malilimutan. And then parang sanabi niya, the rest was history. Ano yung history?
Well, yun na nga. So, after nanalo yung song internally,
internally meaning doon po sa
class namin.
mo na.
Yes, tapos inaral namin lahat.
Naging choir po, parang naging choir, may voicing na po or wala naman?
I think wala pa. Wala pa kami nilagay na voicing doon. And then, yung contest, yung Timpalak Awit, at that time kasi siguro at least half of the entire high school, yung sections would participate.
Okay.
So madami talaga. So merong, if I'm not mistaken, may konting shortlisting pa, tapos finals. So nakapasa kami sa first round, and then may second round where doon na rank yung mga songs. And we were up against, of course, yung mas nakakatanda sa amin, who had experienced songwriting more than we had. And lo and behold, yun na nga. So, nanalo kami.
Kumbaga, first year versus fourth year. Mga
correct. No? Tapos kalaban din namin sina Jandy. So, pasok din sila sa shortlisting. Takot na takot kami sa class nila dahil mahusay talaga si Jandy magsulat eh.
Pero may anong kanta yung, do you know kung anong kanta yung...
I can hear it in my head. I don't remember the words.
Opo.
Pero I can hear the melody.
Maglalagay tayo ng stethoscope. Pero parang, do you have like the melody? Baka mamaya, sikat pala na, or wala.
Hindi. I still slightly know the melody. Pero, mas pop yung kanya. Kasi influenced din kami by Metropop at the time eh.
Metropop.
Which is a song festival amongst Filipinos nga na pop music yung nananalo doon.
So, tama ba yung hindi kita malilimutan? Parang medyo may hindi kita. Parang medyo dapat pop din talaga siya? Or?
Hindi naman. It was really written as...
mas sweet siya na
Swabe lang.
Okay. And then, you started gaining nationwide praises po during that time? Or hindi naman?
I don't think we got it immediately, pero kumalat eh. For some reason, siguro dahil maganda nga yung melody, maganda yung mensahe, simple kantahin, may recall naman. Madaling natutuhan ng ibang mga choirs. But at the same time, dahil sa ASIL, we also had the choir, no?
Yes.
And almost every morning, especially during our latter years, second year, third year, fourth year, every day kami nagli-lead ng singing, congregational singing sa Mass. At inaawit namin yung Hindi Kita Malilimutan. Until kuhang-kuha na ng buong community.
Buong Ateneo High School.
Oh yeah, oo, for sure. So, even before we graduated, alam na ng buong Ateneo yan. And I'm sure may mga kapatid yung mga classmates namin na itinuro na rin sa
Naging viral, kumbaga,
Yes,
even before the virality.
Correct.
Tapos, yung ano po, yung... yun lang po ang kinompose nyo? Or when you were first year, ikaw personally, were you already starting to compose songs, etc.?
Nung high school kasi, I was tapped more as an arranger.
Okay,
So-
what's an arranger? Yan po.
So, si Father Mono noon, so I would collaborate a lot with Mr. Pagsi. So, apart from Hindi Kita Malilimutan ng first year, sinulat nila ang Maria ang Ina Ko. We also had
During your high school lang yun?
first year kami. We also had 2 Christmas songs, Gumising and Noong Paskong Una.
Wow! First year high school po kayo nun?
And all with Father Mano and Mr. Pagsi. Pero dahil close naman kami ni Mano, he would show me his lead sheets. No? Tapos sabihin, call up tayo kasi kakantahin ng class natin sa Christmas. So, aregluhin natin. So, gawa natin ng 3 voices for our classmates.
Yeah.
So, nung nagka-caroling kami nung first year kami, 2 or 3 voices na
Ang cute.
arrangements yung mga songs na yun.
Oo. Ramdam mo yung ano ba? Gigil din ni Sir Pagsi na
yes.
nakahanap siya ng talent.
Exactly.
Oo.
He found a gem, tapos yun na.
A gem. At saka hindi lang gem, yung parang paano ba? How do I explain it? Gem, pero di ba yung gem, kailangan din nung sing-sing. Ikaw yung sing-sing. Kasi,
Nakataon din na quite musical din yung group eh.
yung buong yung
buong
class na po nun.
Siguro, ewan ko lang, baka nakatulong din yung, kasi yung grade 7 nga kami, we had the play contest as well. Kami din yun eh. It's almost the same set of students na classmates namin. And we had good music teachers, tapos we also sang some plays namin. So may konting momentum na moving into high school.
Pero ikaw po, di ba sinabi mo, you're an arranger, meaning ito po yung SATB, parang RRTT, ano ba, TTBB?
Yes.
Opo, tenor, bass.
Yes. So ginagawa natin ng voices yung, well, kung sino man kumakanta, kung all male nga, so TTB. And then, minsan yung accompaniment, inaareglo din. So, for example, sa ASIL choir namin, meron kaming 2 flutists.
Okay, opo.
So, sinusulat ko din yung mga notes nila. So, sinasabayan ng flute yung pagkanta namin.
Pero yung you being first year high school, mga 13 or 14 years old po yan, parang saan nyo nakuha lahat? Wala pang YouTube nung panahon. Diba? Wala pang YouTube nung panahon yan, pero di ba meron pong intricacies of you putting a flute, tapos may is it just tinitenga nyo lang yung kung ano yung...
Partly, but both, yun na nga so nung kabataan namin ni Mano, we were both, how do you say this? As young musicians, we were competing nationally already.
In what sense?
Siya as a pianist and organist, and myself as an organist as well. So ang mga kasabayan namin, sina Winnie Arieta, of course, virtuoso Louie Ocampo, na titora ni Father Mano. But we were all in the same community, competing nationally and internationally, even as children.
What do you mean by competing?
Performance. Performance, piano, and organ.
Oh, okay.
So at that time, even, I think I started music theory, I was like 10. And si Father Mano, meron din music theory background yan. So, Saturdays, I would go to Yama School at the time to under Prof. Bernardino Custodio to understand harmony. Ganun kasimple. And then later on, music, melody writing, composition, improvisation.
Pero ikaw po, yung, di ba, sinabi niyo na yung gumising, ano pa ba yun? Gumising, tapos
Noong Paskong
Noong Paskong Una, tapos yung Hindi Kita Malilimutan during your first year. Meron po kayong nasulat din na kanta during your first year na...
Third year ang first collab ko with Mano and Jandy.
No, okay.
Third
Opo.
year Christmas, so
you're-
1982, this is Pasko na.
Pasko na. Okay. Tapos
the
for,
first one.
meaning nasa, kung grade 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Mga 6 years na kayo
Yes.
Gamay nyo na po yung...
Medyo.
Yung isa't isa. Pasko na.
Pasko na.
Diba? Yun yung... Pasko na. Alam ko yung bass ata.
Pasko na.
Pasko na.
Yes. So
Diba?
si Mr. Pagsi din ang nagsulat ng lyrics. Tapos we decided na kaming tatlo yung maglalapat ng musika.
Pero did you say na, do we have to record it already?
No.
Ano?
Kasi apart from that, ang dami pa eh, take and receive,
Oo.
kunin mo, o Diyos.
Hindi ka receive kayo po nagsulat ba?
Hindi, sina Father Mano din yan and Jandy. Ang daming na naka-imbak na songs. And then, yung nga, ang ginagawa namin was to sing it during every morning until
Makukuha eh.
Yes, although,
Napaka-sinodal po eh. No?
oo nga. Pero it was not easy kasi there was a little resistance from the community and even
In what
some
sense?
faculty. Kasi medyo pop nga yung dating eh. Medyo
Okay.
pop din yung and in fairness, we were not as savvy in liturgical music at that time kasi mali ba namin sa mga rules na ganyan. No? Basta ang feeling namin kung anong bagay sa spirit ng youth. Yan ang ano namin eh.
Parang ilaban natin.
We had this, dapat naman we make music for our own generation. Ganun yung thinking namin noon.
Kasi ano ba, sige, let's put it into context.
Yeah.
Ano po ba yung music na that you were receiving during that time or you were hearing sa mga
Yeah.
misa?
Certainly, it was Father Ed.
Father
Ontiveros,
Ed.
of course. And
Ontiveros.
we loved all his music.
Yeah,
No?
oo.
And then we also heard eventually yung songs in Father Fruto which were a little more upbeat. And then sabi namin, wow, nakaka-inspire din naman pala na it doesn't have to be one genre. No, may pagkakataon na gumawa ng music nga that is more
Uplift.
and music that resonates more with what we like to hear as well.
Pero yun nga, so yung sa resistance na yun, how were you able to mitigate that tension?
Wala lang, parang dinedma lang muna namin kasi parang we were getting feedback na yun nga na uy, baka naman overstepping na yung style of
Sino
music.
pong teacher
baka
to? Atin lang.
Ay, wala na po sila. Hindi, joke lang. But it seemed like people were singing and wanting to sing it din naman eh. So at that time, ang feeling namin, kung nakakatulong naman sa kanila magdasal, at tignan mo naman sa community mas, lahat naman kinakanta yun. With gusto. So feeling namin, there was something right. It was not perfect. Not perfect, but there's something that we were doing correctly. We began kasi with already written prayers. So take and receive. Hindi naman kami nagsulat talaga noon. No? Yung prayer na yun.
Pero
So,
yung-
Even I Will Sing Forever was based on an existing song kasi.
Really?
Yes.
Anong year?
He would come up with these songs na feeling namin yung energy, ang lakas, yung nakakadala. Yan. So we try to approximate it with, Father Mano did. Tapos inareglo ko in a way for Asil noon. Yung talaga, although very youthful, masyado ng radio-friendly. Hindi na pang misa masyado to raise funds. Pero yun, so nagsimula, yung first cassette namin, binibenta lang sa campus ministry, sa lobby ng Loyola School of Theology.
Ilan?
Marami kaming weddings noon. And that was our only source of income, kumbaga. Kasi everything else was voluntary naman. Para naman mukha kaming disente sa mga gigs. May konting-
pambili na.
parang, uniform naman tayo ng top or something. Hello, I'm Norman Nagkatep, co-founder of Bukas Palad Music Ministry. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to Limang Siglo.